We're going to show you a partial correlation, but before we do that, we have to show you what a regular correlation is. So in our problem, we're looking at two variables. One is the percentage of returning birds, and the other one is the number of new birds joining the flock. So we're going to see what kind of correlation is between there. So let's go ahead and check that on our SPSS. So they're entered in SPSS. You're going to double check, make sure they are both labeled as scales, and they are, so we're ready to go. Okay, we're going to go to Analyze, Correlate, Bivariate. And those are just both of our IVs, or I'm sorry, variables, okay. And we're checking for the relationship, the strength and the direction of the relationship between these two variables. And I don't think we need any options here. Nope. And we click OK. And here's the output right here between percentage of returning birds versus new birds. So it's negative 7.48. Okay, so that's the correlation. But now partial correlation has to do with any other variable that might be affecting the variance of your DV. Let me say that again. Any other variable could be affecting how your DV is reacting. So you gotta always keep that in mind. That's going to pop up a million times in statistics. So we're gonna add a new variable just to show you what a partial looks like. Okay, we're going to call it predatory birds. So let's go back and look at the data set. Right, with this data set, we added a new variable. I'm going to show you the correlation between the new variable and the DV. Correlate, bivariate. We're going to do the DV is new birds, and number of predatory birds seen in the area is the other IV, or the other variable. Click OK. And there's the new correlation between the number of predatory birds seen and the number of new birds joining the flock. So it too has a very strong negative correlation. But now we're not really interested in that correlation. We want to look at the simply partial correlation between the returning birds variable and the new birds variable. Okay, so for this B variable, the number of predatory birds, we're going to go ahead and control for that variable. Okay, so we're going to pretend we don't know that it has a strong negative correlation. We really don't care about that. So we're gonna rerun the correlation using the predatory birds as a controlled variable. So hold on one second. All right, back to SPSS. We're going to go to Analyze, Correlate. But this time we're going to go to Partial Correlation. Okay. Our DV is the number of new birds. And percent of returning birds, that's the main one we're looking at. That's the correlation we're interested in. And we're going to make the number of predatory birds the controlled variable. Okay, so options, I don't think we need anything there. And we're going to click OK. There you have it. Here's the partial correlation between the percentage of returning birds and new birds when you control for the number of predatory birds. Okay, so you see how that correlation changed a little bit. So the partial correlation between the number of new birds and the percentage of returning birds, while controlling for the other variable, which was the number of predatory birds seen, is now negative 0.633. So that is the partial correlation. And I hope that helps. MGZ out.